we are doing a disservice to ourselves if we think that manifesting and creating comes from just thinking. And I think we're missing a key piece to this. So I was talking with a friend, and actually this has happened a couple of times, and she was like, hey, Danette, I want to be really honest with you. I hate the word manifesting. So I got really curious and I asked her, why do you hate the word manifesting? And I recognized that this word is like spread out like confetti. It's all over social media, all over TikTok. And so I listened to her and she said, okay, I don't want to be offensive because obviously I love the concept of manifesting. So she was like, I don't want to be offensive, but I feel like it's done a huge disservice to the younger population, to the whole population. It's like this whole generation thinks that they can just sit and visualize and it will come to them. That the universe will take their thought, take their vision and bring it to them. And she goes, I've just learned to work really, really hard and to go after what is in my heart, to go after the things. And she's like, I don't know anyone who just gets all this stuff without working. And I feel like we have a whole generation of people sitting around waiting for this amazing amount of money to come into their life, or this amazing job, or this amazing partner. And they think it's magically gonna appear because they want it, and because they desire it, and because they thought about it. And I wanted to let her know that she's absolutely right. And if you've been thinking this too, you're absolutely right. We are doing a disservice to ourselves if we think that manifesting and creating comes from just thinking and just saying, hey, I thought about it, I'm thinking about it, I'm writing things down, it should just happen. And I think we're missing a key piece to this. And something I shared with her, which I'll share with you, not that I'm a huge biblical scholar, but I love this passage in the Bible. It says, faith without works is dead. And what that means to me is when you put out a vision, you can believe it, that's faith, but you gotta work or it's dead. This is the piece I believe is the bridge. You gotta work, you gotta get into action, that's creation. Creation doesn't happen without momentum, without action. And you gotta also have a dream, you gotta have a visualization, you gotta have a knowing of what you truly want. So you gotta have both to bridge it. So I wanna kind of talk about that because if you think that you can just sit there and put something out there and it's gonna come to you, you might be sitting for a really long time. And I think about something that just recently happened. I'm coming to LA to film, which you're watching this right now and you see this beautiful backdrop. But you have to see, when I was coming into LA, I have two different manifesting situations. So I wanna give you this example in real time. So I just came back from Hawaii. I've been traveling quite a bit. And I say to my husband, I'm like, when are we, just kind of jokingly, when are we gonna have this private jet? Because I really want to fly private. I don't want to go through the big airport. I don't want to go through the TSA screening. My energy's drained. I want to be at my best. So I just kind of put that out there, jokingly, but also really desiring it. And I must say, I've been writing down that I would love to fly private. I would love to, and I've been describing the private plane in my writings, which I'll share in another video exactly how you script this stuff out. Something that I like to do every single day is take out my pen, my journal, and start writing out what do I truly desire. But not just writing out what I desire, like writing I want to have, but writing it as if it already happened. Sometimes I do this for the day, like how do I want the day to go? And sometimes I do this for the big visions that are coming down, like I see myself and I appreciate that I'm in this beautiful home in Spain. Like I'll just start to write and express through the pen on paper, and it's been game-changing for creating magic in my life. But I'd been writing out like the interior of the plane, that it gets me there with ease, that they serve me a drink and that I can just like rest or do work and get to the destination and fully served, fully rested. So lo and behold, someone reaches out to me randomly right before I'm leaving to come to LA. And they're like, did you know about this private plane that leaves out of Denver, but a small area in Denver and goes right into Burbank? No, I did not know this. And they're like, yeah, it's a private plane. They go every day. Check it out. I check it out, and it happens to be the exact time I'm leaving Denver out of this like small little area. I don't have to go through the big city traffic and fly right into Burbank, direct flight. And the cost of it is literally the cost of a first class ticket on the big plane. I'm like, wow, that's cool. And I get on the plane, it's like white cream interior, the lady's lovely, I have all this space. I'm like, wow, this is so cool. I land into LA, we have booked this beautiful, we thought, a beautiful house up in the Hollywood Hills, 4-bedroom, we're ready to bring all these guests in, we're gonna film. And I arrive and I'm looking at the exterior and I'm like, it's not matching up. I must back up. So as I'm heading over to LA and as I'm preparing for LA and to film, I'm thinking about my energy. I'm like seeing myself walking the streets in the morning before I'm gonna film. I'm seeing myself drink my coffee, walk, exercise, do my morning routine. And I see myself meeting with epic people. So I'm already decided what I want to experience when I'm in LA. So you can imagine me arriving to this home, it's not matching up with the vision that I actually had. It's not matching up with what I saw online of what I thought we were renting. So I'm starting to like feel out of alignment. So this is really real, right? You have this vision, you put it out, you show up, it's not matching. Whether it's a relationship, whether it's money, whether it's a job, you can probably relate. So what did I do? I got into action. I could either just be upset and be like, it is what it is, or I can go, is there another solution? Because I don't see how I'm gonna walk these streets and be in peace and solitude. I'm next to a freeway. I don't see how this is gonna line up with the vision I actually had for the type of home I really wanted to film in. And I have a big mission. And I'm like, I'm not sure if this is gonna be great for my energy. So what I did is I talked with the team. We kind of were like, hey, let's figure it out. I'm looking online for new places. I'm hustling. I'm like, is there another option? Is there a rental place we can get into? Is there a new home we can rent? And I'm working for about an hour and a half, searching, trying to come up with solutions. And this is the key. Some things come easy, like this private jet, because I've been scripting and writing, and other things require a lot of action. And that's been my whole journey, is a lot of vision mixed with a lot of action, a lot of work, and a lot of doing things I simply don't want to do at times, but I've got to do it to get to the vision. So I'm not sure how this is going to pan out. 2 of the homes fall through. Right? I book them online. I'm so excited, get a call. They're not going to happen. The owner's in there. You can't have it. I'm like, what is going on? So then I'm just trusting, okay, maybe we get a rental space. And this is where you could also get hook up, right? Because now I got into action. I'm stepping forward and I'm just being met with obstacle after obstacle. But I'm determined, because I've already scripted what I want to experience in LA, what I want you as the viewer to experience in LA through my filming. That's already been written in my mind. And so I'm trying to figure out how to line up that vision in my mind with my action. And I'm keep getting these hurdles, and you might experience this in your own life. But instead of just stopping, being sad, which there was a part of me that got a little angry, but that's okay. You'll have a moment of getting a little angry or a little frustrated or a little feeling out of alignment. And there was a moment when I was like, okay, I'm just gonna book at a hotel. I'm gonna lean back and maybe we'll rent a beautiful space that we can just rent by the hour. And within that second of me leaning back and just going, I gotta surrender at this point. I've done my best. It's getting late now. I get a message from a friend, because that was one of my actions, was reaching out to a friend that I knew was out of town, had a beautiful home, which we're in right now. Thank you. And I didn't know if she would get the text. She's like all across the country, thousands of miles away. She messaged me back and she's like, this must be fate. You're welcome to stay here. You're welcome to film there. I'm crossing the barrier reef on a small plane. I don't know how I got your text message. And I'm like, this is how this works. I got into action. I stayed consistent to the action, and I leaned back and allowed the magic to unfold. And now I'm in a beautiful home. I'm filming in a beautiful space. And I'm also able to walk the streets in the morning, drink my coffee, do my morning routine so that I can be in the state that I want to be in and align with the vision that I originally had. So I just wanted to share about the power of bridging your vision with action.